Shana Tova. I'm Mark Potash, President of Congregation Beth Am. This year's Yom Kippur Appeal is clearly a little different than we've done in years past. We miss seeing you in person, but because we're not together in person, doesn't mean that we don't need each other. In fact, during these COVID times, it's more important than ever that we're supporting each other and supporting our community through Congregation Beth Am.
My name is Alejandro Lombroso. This is my older son, Xander Lombroso. We are members of the congregation. We have been through the preschool, and we are also part of the JLC.
I am Sam Land, and I had my bar mitzvah at Beth Am.
I'm Carrie Land, and we've been members at Beth Am for a while.
We're the Storm family. I'm Robin, Evan, Noah, Andrew, Dylan, and Scarlett. We have been members of Beth Am since 2004, and we've been here since, and it's our family and community, and we love it.
We're Mark and Shana. Our three kids have been here since preschool days in the old building. We joined Beth Am shortly after moving to San Diego.
During the pandemic, I've missed mostly just being in person with the community. We were talking earlier, and we said, having lunch after shul and just having that connection with everybody is definitely something that's missing. We joke, but in all honesty, Beth Am is our second home, so we miss home.
What we miss the most is having the opportunity to be together with the community. We used to be a lot closer in person with a lot of our friends, and particularly Xander's friends in the community. Now it's a little bit more difficult.
One of the terms used to describe a synagogue is that it is a Beit Knesset, a place of gathering. And over these last 6 months, I've come to really deeply miss that element of our community. I miss being in this room, surrounded by 60, 70 children singing at the top of our lungs the Shema or Oseh Shalom or the Chatzi Kaddish.
So what have I missed most during this pandemic is people. It's been difficult, and we have found some ways to bring people together, whether it be during services outside, whether it be during life cycle events that now we can bring small groups of people together. I've done a couple of weddings with very, very small groups of people outside in a park, and unfortunately I've done some funerals as well that have brought people together.
Well, more than anything, Beth Am has provided a really stable community, be it virtually in the early part of the pandemic, or now even in person for services, be that Campfire Shabbat or Shabbat morning services. And that community has been incredibly important to all of us.
Me and Noah had USY events that we did virtually, and those were like a big help, right? And making it so we had a connection to the synagogue.
Beth Am was very helpful in having Sam's bar mitzvah when it was planned. When you plan a bar bat mitzvah, you plan meetings with the rabbis far in advance, and so the synagogue was very accommodating. Things were changed at the last minute. Appointments had to be, changed from seeing in person to doing Zoom calls with the rabbis. Just everybody was so flexible.
Xander was lucky enough to be part of the satellite camp that Camp JC held here on the Beth Am campus. So even though it was a little different than previous years, that provided some familiarity and a really nice summer despite everything that's going on today.
Through the pandemic, Zoom. We'll find any way that we can to possibly connect. We've actually done a lot of Friday night dinner Zooms with friends, so we'll just pick a different friend group each Friday night and get them on Zoom to say the prayers, and it's been great.
Over the past couple of months, we've had to try a lot of new strategies to engage our students during these unique times. And one of the things I'm actually excited about is how these new ideas are going to be a part of our program when we return.
One of the challenges that this pandemic has really shown us is our need to be connected. We're so isolated by this pandemic. And time again, I've heard from our congregants how grateful they are. The fact that Beth Am is there to connect them, whether through classes, whether through dropping off the challahs and just letting people know that we're there for them. It's been very, very helpful. It's been very, very powerful.
We're particularly hopeful that as the high holidays and other holidays get closer, that our extended family can be back together again here at Beth Am. It's something that we enjoy every year here together, and we greatly look forward to the day, as we experienced so many times in the past, of being together and sharing those family moments right here at Beth Am.
I think this year's High Holidays will be more introspective because we can't all be together all of the time like we normally would be. I think it's a lot more of turning inward and thinking and self-fulfilling what normally would be if we were present.
So why is it important to give this year to the Yom Kippur Appeal? Well, first of all, it's important to give every year. But this year is even more important because the needs are greater and the resources are fewer. And so we are looking to our congregants and we're looking to all of you.
I know that this year it's going to be very important when we're raising money for Yom Kippur, in particular because a lot of those funds are going to be used to really help a lot of the families in the community in need. And so we're 100% behind that, and we hope the rest of the community can join us as well.
I think it's important to invest in our kids and the community that they have built over the years through friendship, Judaism, camp, youth group, whatever it is. It's important for the kids to be able to continue their Jewish education and their Jewish community, especially right now more than ever.
Congregation Beth Am, we miss you. We cannot wait for better days. Hineni and Hinenu, all of us together.
I can't wait for us to come together, to be able to hold hands and sing and dance and celebrate our Judaism with open hearts. Hinenu, here we are, Hineni, here I am, proud rabbi.
We miss you.
We're here for you. Hineni.
We miss you. We look forward to better days.
Hineni.
We desperately miss our Beth Am family and the community, and we look forward to better days ahead. Hineni.
I can't wait to be back with all my friends. Hineni.
Beth Am is here to support our community, our families in needs, our children, our elderly populations, and everyone in between. And we can't do it without your help. So thank you for participating in our Kol Nidre appeal this year. And we look forward to seeing you as soon as this health crisis is averted. Gamar Chatima Tova.